times really. That's the title of this lesson. And I bet you're pretty puzzled. Like, what does it mean 4 times really? Well, in this lesson, you're going to discover what you really, 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 really want in your relationship and with your partner, and turn it into an actionable step and plan for you. First, I'd like to quote Anthony Robbins, who is a pretty well-known international speaker and life coach. And he says, you must first know what it is you really want in your life, because once you have a plan, everything else becomes instantly clear. And so that's what we're looking for here. We're looking for clarity. We are bombarded. Our attention, we are bombarded by information, and also pulled in so many different directions. There's so many demands placed upon us that sometimes we don't feel the clarity as to what's really important to us. And that's the purpose of looking at the 4 times really. So the key question is, what do you really, 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 really want in your relationship and with your partner? It's a question that's inspired by Dr. Wayne Dyer, who was a professor of counseling psychology and also a spiritual teacher. And to him, the first really stands for wish. It's a wish. You have a wish, it'd be nice. It's wishful thinking. Yeah, I'd like that in my life. That'd be pretty cool. But it's missing a little bit of energy behind it. For your wish to become a little stronger, you need to get to the next step, which is the second really want. And the second really want, we're talking about desire. So that's what the second really truly stands for. And with desire, now it's something that's very much more important to you. It has value. It's aligned with your values. It's something that matters. So it's a desire. And you can feel the intensity behind it. And then the third really stands for intention. So more than a desire, you are intending to act upon your desire. You are intended to take action, basically. Maybe it's about scheduling something. Maybe it's letting go of something else. You are starting to make it happen because it matters to you. And the fourth really stands for passion. Now, whatever gets in your way, you will be able to face the obstacles because it's something that you really hold dear in your life. I know that in my life, I used to be the professional at creating to-dos lists and to-have lists, and my monthly page of to-dos and to-haves would be, big like this. And I'll get it done. I'll get a lot of it done. But did it create the desire? Did it create the fulfillment within me that I was truly after? Not always, and sometimes not at all. Because I was missing the point as to what was truly important to me. And that's the part that's really aligned with your deepest values and what truly is essential to what you want to experience and who you want to be in your life. So there you go. Let me give you an example as to ways that you can weed out the fluff, the non-important, the distractions, and get back to the centering thought of what you really, 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 really want in your relationship with your partner. It could be, For example, I want my loved one to work less. Could it be a wish? Yeah, it'd be nice if he could work less, or if she could work less. That'd be nice. Is this a desire? The second, really. It's important that we have more quality time together. I barely see him or her lately, and I miss it. This is important to me. Could it be an intention that you have? Hey, this is going to happen. Together, we're going to have more quality time, and I'm going to take action. I'm going to help my partner create more time around his or her schedule. And it could be that you're going to brainstorm with your partner, as opposed to be like, hey, yeah, man, you're always late. This is, I really want us to be together and we don't spend enough time together. Could it be that you're going to be more creative and have these discussions with your significant other? And maybe you will suggest something important, like, you know what, we don't need this third car. I know it'd be nice to have an extra car for our grown children when they graduate or whatever, but there's an extra car payment here, and I'd rather sell it than you having to work so hard so that your time actually is spent paying for this car. It could be something like that, or it could be you're even more motivated and you're like, okay, what kind of expenses can we cut in our life? Do we need to get rid of our Netflix subscription? Do we want to get rid of our second car? Do we want to downgrade our house? I want us to spend more time together, and to me, it's more valuable than all of these things. So I'm willing to help you out here so that you don't feel compelled to go out and work all these extra hours. It could be one way that you would be thinking about making this wish, desire, and intention. And if it's something that you're really passionate about, you'll deal with the obstacles as they come along and come back up and go back up, and be a partnership with your significant other. So I'd like to invite you to go to your workbook and answer the following question. What do you really, 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 really want in your relationship with your partner? I'll leave you a couple minutes to start answering this, the first section. And when you're done, I'd like to take you a step deeper. In case you haven't connected with that part, I'd like to ask you what you 4 times really want in terms of feeling connected and intimate with your significant other. What does it mean to you? What does it look like? How does it feel like? You can also ask yourself that same question in terms of feeling loved or feeling loving. What do you really, really, really want in terms of feeling loved, in terms of feeling loving? You can also ask yourself this question in terms of trust. Whether it's an issue for you or not, what does it mean to you? What do you really, 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 really want in terms of the trust between each other? Or the trust with yourself. It could be also in terms of communication. You realize that the flow of communication doesn't go exactly as you would like it to be. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What would you like to be able to hear when you are in communication with your partner? Answer the question. How about in terms of mutual interests or mutual activities, things you get to do together? What do you really, really, really want? Maybe I missed one, but that's a lot of release to talk about. But what truly, truly matters to you in this respect? Maybe nothing. Maybe it's like, hey, that's good enough. I don't need us to have mutual interests. We have enough as is. That's how I feel with my partner. with my husband. It does not mean that it's not because I ask you the question that it means there's something missing in this respect. But you might, just by asking the question, you might realize, oh yes, there are things that I'd like to deal with in terms of trust. And maybe that's the reason why I feel edgy around, so and so. And last but not least, what really matters to you in terms of values to share with your partner? Is it a place whereby you think that realigning each other's values is very important in your couple? Take as much time as you need, and you can pause this video, and I will see you on the next lesson.